disappointed that Pete Rose isn't back. Because
I
I thought Pete Rose and A-Rod were it's definitely an odd couple, but hysterical odd couple. You never knew what they were going to say.
I didn't realize that Pete Rose was going to, you keep digging with this guy, you find more. I was unfortunate, but I liked him as an announcer because you know what? He takes it serious what he's talking about.
Oh, yeah, big time.
He's not there to joke around. He's there to be serious.
He wants to talk baseball.
Yep.
And I know a lot of people still think that he's going to wind up with a manager's job someday, and maybe
Pete? Pete Rose?
Oh no, I thought she said A-Rod. Sorry, my bad. No, Pete's not getting any jobs.
No.
And Pete's had his issues, and he's not getting back in baseball anytime
unfortunately.
soon. I mean, he's close to mid-70s now.
75. There is one thing I saw, and it's from a couple of years ago, and it was beautiful. It was Pete Rose teaching the two other guys from Fox, who were also great players. And I can't remember their names.
Wasn't A-Rod and Frank Thomas?
Was it A-Rod? I don't think it was A-Rod. It was in the studio, and he was showing how to hit.
Yeah.
And you
See
know
ball,
what?
hit ball.
No, but that was more. It was more than that. He was talking about how to get out of slumps and how people think they have to do things, and it was really well thought out. And we all know he has his peccadillos, but man, that guy can talk baseball.
Pete, let's face it, Pete Rose, not the brightest guy in the world, but there's not a whole lot of people on the planet who know more about hitting than he does.
Yeah.
You got to give him that.
So it was fun seeing the Fox Sports people, that whole post-game thing. I prefer them at the stadium or whatever, but they were in the studio. So
it's easier because last season, what we found out was that when they're on site, a lot of times you can't hear them because the crowd is just going nuts behind them. And when you put them in that setting, I mean, they are there for their opinions to be heard. And if you have Animal House going on behind them with hundreds or thousands of drunk fans screaming at the top of their lungs, you can't hear them, and it's going to distract them.
That part's true, but you know what? It's a great show. What they have to do is raise the seating so people can't be seen, because once people get seen, they start jumping around.
Right.
So anyway, also quickly, the Yankees won Game 3. They still have to win 2 more games.
Yes.
It's a 5-game series, which I'm just really surprised they do a 5-game series for the playoffs at this round. I figured everything would be 7 games just for money reasons. But I was surprised that they're still doing the 5. By the way, Game 2, if the Yankees lose this series, they're going to blame Game 2.
Oh, of course.
And Joe Girardi is going to get blamed for this. Now, you explained to me in the car over some of the things maybe he doesn't deserve to get blamed. Explain, brother.
Well, here's the thing. What happened with Game 2, and by now everybody knows it was the controversial play that involved an at bat with Lonnie Chisenhall. And the umpires ruled, the home plate umpire ruled that Chisenhall was hit by a pitch. Well, the super slow-mo replay close-up finally showed that the ball actually ticked the knob of Chisenhall's bat and never actually hit him. Now, the thing with Major League Baseball and what they've done to try to speed up the game or keep the game moving is that you only have 30 seconds to decide, all right, are we going to challenge or not? Now, Gary Sanchez indicated to the dugout, hey, I don't think it hit him, and we should challenge. I think he probably should have been a little more adamant about it, but Girardi wasn't. The Yankees actually have a replay guy. They have somebody looking at replays and communicating back to the dugout, yes, we need to challenge this.
Just like in the NFL.
Well, yeah, but I mean, a guy sitting in his own room with now TV monitors and everything else.
Now, do they have the same feeds as MLB does? That's the question.
I don't think so, but I'm not 100% sure.
If it's just the Fox News, the Fox Sports feed.
Yeah, I think they're just getting the regular TV feed. And he's making judgments based on what he's seeing from that. But the problem was the feed that they finally showed on the replay was probably the 5th or 6th replay that they showed, and that was the telling one. But that didn't come until long after Girardi would have been able to talk to the umpires and say, look, we want to review this. Of course, what happens next, Francisco Lindor comes up and hits a grand slam, and all of a sudden an 8-3 game turns into an 8-7 game, and we all know what happened after that. Jay Bruce hits a home run, ties the game.
And you know who I blame for this? I blame Major League Baseball. I made Major League Baseball because during the playoffs, they have all these feeds coming in. You know, there's first of all, there's more cameras during the playoffs. The networks use more cameras, so that means MLB has more cameras to choose from, and I assume they're part of the feed. So that means they should have more than one person and able to look back at these replays in 30 seconds, because you still have to hit stop and rewind. I assume even if it's a digital feed, not a tape feed, but a digital record, I should say, you still have to rewind it and then go back, and you can't do that in 30 seconds. I mean, I've worked with tape machines. It's very tough sometimes to get it exactly at the right moment in 30 seconds.
I will give you some insight, brother. When I worked at MLB, and I was doing the pace of play stuff, they have a good 12 cameras, because we would look at a screen that had all kinds of little separated views from different cameras in the stadium. And I don't know how many of those are seen by the replay people, but that is an example of how many cameras and how many shots are available to view a play, and how many different angles. But the only way that anybody was really going to be able to give a definitive opinion on what happened was that one super slow-mo close-up where you saw, hit the bat.
But that would be able to be done, within a certain amount of time, and but not 30 seconds.
No, 30 seconds. It's not a lot of time, but that's why they want to move the game along. They don't want managers coming out and talking to the umpires.
Well, they're allowed one thing per game.
Well,
right?
They're allowed. You can challenge, but and I don't know why Girardi was.
By the way, what
save
happens
it.
if the challenge doesn't work?
You lose it. It's done. It's
that's it. You don't get a penalty, like you lose a timeout.
Well,
in the NFL?
There's no timeouts in baseball.
Oh, I know that. But anyway, we're going to take a break right now, brother. We have your buddy Bob Leeper on the phone.
Oh, Leeper.
We're going to take a break and
take his phone call when we come back.
Yeah, we'll take his phone call, 516-572-7440. We'd love to hear from you. We talk sports every Monday right here on WHPC, the voice of Nassau Community College. Also streaming it on the iHeartRadio app. Also be up on Spreaker as a podcast a little bit later. So lots of places to catch us.
90.3 WHPC reminds you that smoking causes immediate damage to your body, which can lead to cancer, heart disease, smoke, asthma, and respiratory diseases such as emphysema and chronic bronchitis.
If you've tried to quit before and it didn't work, try again.
If you or someone you know wants free help, visit cdc.gov/tips or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
This message from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHBC.
Hey, sports fans, are you looking for grand slams? Well, we got them. Penalty shots? Oh, yeah. Touchdowns? Tons of them. Buzzer beaters? All you could ever want. Hey, through the good times and the bad times, it's all sports, all the time. Hi, this is Jacob Volk. Are you a diehard sports fan like me? Then tune in to Beyond the Game every Friday afternoon at 3, also available as a podcast on iTunes. I'm joined by Brandon Johnson, Dominic Arbolino, and Eric Fischetti to break down the latest and greatest in sports. It's all on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
Look over there! I think... Is that a bird?
No, I think it's a plane.
Yeah, you're right. It's pulling a banner.
The brighter side.
Hi, I'm Sarah Albertson, host of The Brighter Side, a show showing a brighter side of the world. Weekly guests who are sharing their stories in hopes of moving and inspiring others to do good in our world. The brighter it is, the better.
I want to experience the brighter side.
Listen Wednesday afternoons at 4 and Sunday nights at 11:30 on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
Bring on the positivity.
She's a good girl.
We lost Tom Petty last week, brother.
Very sad.
I like Tom Petty. He was one of us, as some people said.
I'll take your word for it.
He was a fan, but a really good musician. We lost him like last Monday night.
Yes. Lost him, then got him back, and then lost him again.
Yeah. Of course, the Giants' season's in free falling. Whoever
Good segue, brother.
whoever thought that the Giants would be 0-5 and the Jets would be tied for first 3-2, playing the Patriots next week, and I have a feeling. I'm sorry, the Patriots are beatable this year, brother.
Well, let's put it this way: the Patriots' defense is not good.
No,
But do the Jets have the offense to beat the Patriots' defense? No.
I don't know.
No.
Anyway, brother, let's get on a guy you've worked with and know, and you've worked with him, right?
Yeah, Bobby Lipa.
Bobby Lipa's on the phone with us. We're a writer for the Suffolk Times and the Riverhead. What was the Riverhead one again?
The Riverhead News Review.
Riverhead News Review.
Okay.
Bob Lipa's way out east.
He's any further.
He's like chilling. He's like chilling in the Hamptons.
He's like Greenport and Montauk, and Southold.
Yeah, after this, it's Atlantic Ocean. You know?
Yeah,
There's no place.
How are
no
you guys
place,
doing?
No place left.
we're doing okay, Bob.
doing
Thanks
good.
for calling in.
Hey, I got to say, Tim had me laughing when he was talking about searching the TV, trying to find a darn ball game, what channel it's on, because I can relate to that. This is the new world. They got 300 channels, and you don't know
or
what channel
more.
the game
Yeah,
is on.
it's just like you just keep the button pressed, and it's like hey, it's flipping through. Here's this. Here's Kardashians. Here's Catfish, the series.
Well,
here's
the thing that got
CSI,
me,
whatever.
The thing that gets me is that Fox, as a company, has always used sports to expand the brand, and the main brand still for them is Fox Channel, not the Fox News Channel, not Fox Sports, but the Fox Channel.
Channel 5.
Channel 5 here in New York.
So people know.
And, now they're pushing Fox Sports 1, which I don't think anyone can tell you where it is, or, it's on Channel 69 on Cablevision, but it could be other places.
For me, it's Channel 400.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's a lot of things to be said. I mean, I guess they're pushing Fox Sports 1, but you know what? It's not the great push that you would expect.
But, I mean, basically the only times that I'll be watching Fox Sports 1 is they show a decent amount of soccer.
Yes, they do.
And during playoff baseball. Otherwise,
they
it's
had
almost
regular
never.
season. They had a Saturday night game or
every
Saturday
once in a
day
while.
game or
Every
something.
once in a while, a Yankee game will be on there, and that's when you really can't find the Yankee game. It's like you'll check like 3 or 4 regular channels, and you don't find it. I'm like, wait a minute, I know they're playing. Where's the game?
Yeah, well.
And after a while, then you finally find it on Fox Sports 1. It's like, why is this game on this channel?
Yeah, I agree.
So.
But isn't October the best? I mean, to me, October is the best month of the year. Weather-wise, definitely sports-wise, because you have everything going on.
Well, we might have a hurricane going on today. Who knows what's going on weather-wise? But sports-wise, definitely, 100% correct. Because everything is going on. Hockey season just started. The Islanders just started up. Football.
I thought March Madness into baseball was the best.
Well, that's also a good month. But, for right now, everything. Basketball's going to be starting up in a week or so. So everything kind of crosses paths right now. You could say Giants fans. I'm assuming are saying the football season's over already. But
no, you know what,
not
brother?
Technically,
I think they can win 11 in a row.
I think you need to be drug tested.
I think that you know what, just because they lost 5 in a row really badly, that Ben McAdoo should be out the door right now.
They don't have any receivers left.
I don't care.
They have one guy, Roger Lewis. I don't even know who he is.
I think Ben McAdoo should be sent out the door. This West Coast offense has been, to me,
they can't play the West Coast offense now. They don't have any receivers.
Well, then
at the
end
end
what's
of the game,
good is he then?
At the end of the game yesterday, they had
that's
3
like hiring
tight
a
ends
French
on the
teacher,
field.
and then he can't speak French.
I just don't even know where that came from.
Well, I'm just saying. If you were hired as a French teacher but you didn't speak French,
then you wouldn't get hired as a French teacher.
Well, you don't know that. Maybe he tricked people.
All right,
maybe
stop,
he knew how to say
stop.
"Je
You're doing
m'appelle."
that thing. You're doing that thing again where you try to justify your position that's unjustifiable, and you'll go on for 20 minutes about it.
I'm not 20
so
minutes. 4 minutes.
Stop
to you.
All right, Bob Lipa is on the phone.
Bob,
what's on your mind, Bob Lipa?
Rob took some words out of my mouth.
Not about the
about
French
sports.
teacher, I'm sure.
No, not about. But who would have thought the Jets would be 3-2, tied for first place. The Giants be 0-5 and looking in dire trouble.
Sam Darnold's still coming to MetLife Stadium. He's just going to be wearing blue instead of green.
The Yankees are fighting in the playoffs, and the Mets are golfing. I mean, who would have saw that?
Well, I predicted, Bob, that the Yankees were going to do very good.
My
this year.
brother
Tim
did predict.
Leonard. Tim Leonard actually underpredicted the Yankees. I picked the right team.